as any number of Democrats ponder 2020 and position themselves for a possible White House bid, presumably against President Donald Trump. One possible contender isn't shying away from discussing 2020 with the mainstream media. And the mainstream media couldn't be more excited. That possible contender is former Vice President Joe Biden, who discussed 2020 with NBC's Today hosts Matt Lauer and Savannah Guthrie on Monday morning. Lauer and Guthrie couldn't contain their excitement about a possible Biden run. Guthrie asked the former VP if he thinks he could have beaten Trump in 2016, to which he first responded, "Oh, gosh, I don't know," before continuing with a substantive answer. The polling that at the time said yes, and since then, but I wasn't in the race. You gotta be in race. It's a tough game. Biden is right. Many a past potential presidential candidate has polled well before announcing a presidential run, only to come up short during the primaries. Lauer jumped in, asking if he's considering a 2020 run. After laughing, Biden said, "Look, I can tell you honestly, if the Lord Almighty came down, sat in the middle of the table and said, 'Joe, the nomination is yours, but you have to take it now,' I would say no. Because we're working through a whole lot. We're getting there, and I want to focus on my boy." The boy to whom Biden referred was his late son, Beau Biden, who died from brain cancer at 46 in May 2015. Biden has spoken publicly, including during his announcement that he would not seek the 2016 Democratic presidential nomination, about the difficulty he and his family have had coping with Beau's death. Still, Guthrie persisted, apparently hanging on to a shred of hope. "But you're not closing the door?" she asked. To her glee, Biden refused to shut the door. "No, I'm not closing the door. Look, I've been around too long. I'm a great respecter of fate. But who knows what the situation is going to be a year and a half from now." Speaking of NBC, during an interview with host Megyn Kelly on Monday morning, Kelly observed, "The blue-collar rust belters who you'd need to get elected already love Donald Trump." Biden grinned ear to ear, and quipped, "They love me more." Kelly laughed, as her audience clapped and roared its approval. At the end of the day, Biden is a very decent guy. Despite being called a virtual gaffe machine by detractors through the years, despite political differences one might have with him, despite all of it, this sometimes humble man is to be commended. Particularly during the vicious politics of today. Simply put, Joe's the kind of guy you'd like to have a beer with. Enough said. Video of Biden's Today appearance is below.